Hi YouTubers, this is Gil. Yeah, I know this is not an 80s video or 90s, but this is for everybody else. So anyway, now that you're looking at this channel, for those of you who's just looking at the bike, you may want to check out my other videos. They're really cool. You know, they're from all the life in the 80s and the 90s, home movies. Well, anyway, to the bike. I rode this bike today for the first time. This Eurobike XC7000. I rode it for the first time today. A total of 10 miles. I rode 10 miles, a little over 10 miles today. And I went up that big hill too. Apparently I could not make the hill with this bike. It was too steep, and then it appears to me that this is the fastest I've been on this bike, 33 miles, but I think it's actually more according to the GPS thing that I have on my phone. This is how many miles I've gone, and I did that in 57 minutes. This thing, I would not say that this is accurate, but well, I try to be as accurate as possible because I'll show you the phone right now. Okay, on this phone, I took this phone with me using this app here, and I went onto the cycling. This is what I did here, the progress I did. 10 miles. This does not lie here. So this is my stats, elevation, and this is all this is for the day. This is today. So I rode for 52 minutes, well, like riding speed, but the total with the stops and everything, distance, I've gone 10 miles and I burned, my average speed is 11.4 miles. And the highest speed I've been on this bike is 36 miles per hour. On this ride, anyway. So, I'm not sure what the grade is, but I do know that I went uphill like for a mile of those, and it was 50 degrees. So that's what it looked like on this bike. Okay, yeah, now back to this bike. So, all in all, I feel that this bike is about the same as all the other 3 bikes that I have in terms for like takeoff, or I mean, like maybe this one, it doesn't take off all that fast or anything. But it's like, I feel like, I mean, it's about the same, you know, really, as it's kind of like, this bike is kind of like the combination of the way the Schwinn that I have and the other Euro bike that I have feels overall on the bottom end. For the bottom end, that bike feels like equal to this one right here. But however, like, I feel like the part that I feel performs really good on this bike, it's the top end. It has higher top end, you know, I would say. Like, I feel like this one is faster. I feel like it has higher top speed, this bike has. And I think that's what it all comes down to it, you know. I feel like this bike has a higher top speed. I mean, so I would have to say straight out that this bike is definitely made with speed in mind, or with speed and, you know, longevity in mind. You know, that's what this bike is made for. You know, like, is made to be a race bike. This is more like a race bike, you know. That's what I can probably say overall. I mean, this is more of a race bike made for racing, while the other bike that I have is made more for casual. This one right here is made for casual riding. This one, I would call this one more of a casual bike. So I'm wondering if I'm going to bring this outside. I'll bring it outside right now. That one, I mean, this bike would be better. This one right here, this cheaper one, would be better for like around the town riding, or like around the town riding or general riding. This is better for that. This bike is better for this than this one is. Because that one is made more for speed and sport. That one is more like for sport, you know, like speed and like, you know, like riding on straight roads, like no hills, you know. It's made more like for straight racing, and it's made more like for that. But this bike is more like for like, this one's more like a general purpose bike. So I've concluded that the ride this one. So overall, I say this bike is faster on the top end, on the top speed part. You know, it's faster on that. And I can go faster on this for top speed. You know, like another higher top speed for sure. Because yeah, and then I do kind of feel like wind resistance, or I feel like this is pretty aero because of these rims, you know, the deep rims. This is what helps with the how cutting through the wind when we're going fast. And that's only good for when we're going over, like, say 25-30 miles an hour, you know. This is made to be able to go past 30, you know, like easy, so to speak. That's what it's made for. While this bike is more of a general purpose. And then while this bike, this one, I mean, this one's pretty good on that part too. This is sort of like a general purpose, but it's not. I mean, this bike is made for like with speed in mind as well, you know, like performance. Well, yeah, performance and speed. But I think overall, I think that Eurobike is about the same as this one. It rides, everything, the performance and everything overall is about the same. But it has higher top speed overall. Higher top speed, and that's about it. That's about it. It's otherwise the same as the Schwinn, basically. Basically the same as this bike right here. So, I mean, the weight is the same anyway. So, all in all, this bike is about the same as this one, except that it has higher top speed, or I have the ability to go faster on the top end. That's basically it right there. So that's my evaluation. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ride this bike for the first time. This new bike, I'm gonna ride this for the first time. Okay. Dang it. So actually fine, and then I'm gonna get this meter on to mile, and then this is ready to go. Here it comes. First time to ride this bike. Nice. First time. Let's see how it goes. The shifting is pretty good. Man. Let's see how this bike. Let's see. Lowest gear. Yeah, quite a hill. Yeah, this bike is faster on the higher end. Much much better at the higher end, at the top end. The speed.